Hey there, how are you doing today? I hope that you are having an awesome week. And today I wanted to talk about how to create success that your children can be proud of. Have you ever wondered about the legacy that you're going to leave for your children and tried to figure out how you can effectively create a legacy that they can be proud of and that you can be proud to give to them? That's what I want to cover today. Before we dive in, though, if we haven't met yet, I just wanted to quickly introduce myself. So, hi, my name is Amy Circa, and I'm super excited that you are joining us here today. So, in order to create a legacy, something that you can pass on to your children that they can be proud of, is we have to actually create and attain success, right? So I'm going to describe the 5 steps that I found on the roadmap to success. And that way you can uncover where you're actually stuck at on this roadmap and get past that so you can create and leave that legacy that you're looking for to leave for your children. Okay. So step number 1 on the roadmap to success is your dream. You have to know what you want this to look like. Like, what do you actually want to leave for your children? Is it a financial legacy? Is it breaking bonds of maybe divorce or health problems that have been consistent in your family line? Maybe that's your legacy, is that you're going to break those bonds and things are going to change and stop so that you set your children up to have that much better of a life, that they start on your shoulders to be able to build their legacy from there. So you have to have that dream. And what that looks like doesn't really matter in relation to everybody else. You don't have to have the same dream as everyone else. Like, your dream is your dream. And if that excites you and you're passionate about it, then that's your dream. And that's perfectly fine. But you got to know what your dream is. And then step number 2 is do the work. We can't get anywhere unless we do the work, right? And this is can be a hang up for some people. So doing the work means actually doing the work, not just talking about the work or thinking about the work. I know that many of us, including myself, have been guilty of that before, like where you're thinking about something and you're trying to figure it out and you feel exhausted because you feel like you're doing all this work, but in reality, you're not actually doing any work, right? We're just thinking about it. So that's where having a way to make sure that you're keeping yourself accountable when you're doing the work, to make sure you're actually doing the work, is going to be important, because without the work, we're not going to get to that success that we're looking for. So it's going to be difficult. It's going to be uncomfortable. And you know what? You're not always going to win. It's not always going to get you the desired result that you're looking for the first time. But I believe it's James Wedmore that says you either get the lesson you needed or the result you were looking for. So if it doesn't work out, don't get discouraged. Keep going. Half of success on the success roadmap is just not giving up. You have to keep trying. Tweak something, change a little bit of something, but keep working, keep doing the work. Don't quit. You can do it. And don't be afraid of learning along the way. When we have those failures and that rejection, if you're working on sales or whatever it might be, that can be discouraging. And we don't want that to hold you back. You have to keep going. You have to not give up, not be afraid of the process, of the learning, of failure. Failure is a requirement on the way to success. So that is number 2, doing the work. And then number 3, probably should have read my notes a little bit better, is failure. So like we were talking about, failure is a part of success. It's required. Really, you can't get to where you're going without failing at some point, right? We've all had something that we've thought was going to be great and it didn't work out. So that's your failure there. You have to keep going. But if you didn't have the failures that you've already had in life, like, you wouldn't be where you are now. So to become the person that you've become, you've already had to have those failures, and it helps shape you into the person that you are and the person that you're going to be and the person you want to be. So that's why number 3 is failures, because it's so important. Number 4 is the breakthrough. So when we have enough failures, and we keep working and we do hard enough, like things start to click, things line up, we start to get that traction going. And that's when your breakthrough happens. And that's when it can really be exciting. But actually, this can be a spot where people get stuck, because when you have your breakthrough, you can tend to, we should definitely be excited and you should definitely celebrate, but you don't want this to hold you back forever. You don't want this, or you don't want to get stuck in that breakthrough moment for forever, because you can't create that true success until you compound it, until you let that snowball roll down the hill. And you have to keep pushing though. You can't just coast on that breakthrough, because we'll lose momentum again. So that was number 4, your breakthrough. And then the last step on the roadmap to success, so that we can make sure that we are leaving a legacy that our children can be proud of, is actually success. So woohoo, you made it, right? But you have to be willing to continually learn and evolve. Take social media, for example. 10 years ago, this was an entirely different ball game. There was different things that you had to do to be successful using social media. It was more of a foreign concept to be using social media to grow your business or make new friends or meet your future spouse. And now it's more common to do, because we've learned and we've evolved as life evolves around us. So even though you've created success, make sure you're continuing to learn and evolve. Eventually you can kind of hit cruise control. You'll be able to work on just more that maintaining instead of pushing the train uphill. You're kind of coasting it along, but you can't really ever give up completely. There's always a little bit of maintenance that you're going to have to do. If it's your health, you can't go back to eating 12 donuts a day. If relationships, they do take that continual work. There's always going to be a little bit of that work involved, but once you hit that success, you can kind of back off a little bit, take a deep breath type thing. But there's always going to be work involved. And that's where we want to make sure that we don't get stuck on that fifth level there when you actually hit success, because you can go backwards, and we definitely don't want that for you. So there's the 5 steps on the roadmap to success. That way we can make sure that we are creating success and legacy for our children that we are wanting to. So quick recap. Number 1 was your dream. Number 2 was doing the work. Number 3 was breakthrough. And number 3 was failure, sorry. And then number 4 was breakthrough. And then number 5 was actually attaining success. And if you're struggling right now on this roadmap to success and you're feeling stuck, maybe you're in that failure spot or in the work spot, I wanted to encourage you, don't give up, because when you give up, we have to start all over again. So if you decide that you're going to go work on something else, you've got to go back to point A. Like, you don't get to stay on whatever it is, your second step, third step. You have to keep going to push through that, because if you quit and you have to start over, you go back to the beginning. And you don't want to lose your momentum, because you know what? If the issue is something that we have to overcome, no matter where you go, there you are. So keep working, don't give up. Stay consistent. It's one of the things that I think is very hard for us to do, because it's not as instinctual as some other habits that we have. So just keep going, don't give up, stay consistent.
Hey there, I hope that you found this video helpful and valuable. And especially if you did, I've got a special gift that I would love to get to you. And what this is I have a financial action guidebook to help you jumpstart your finances quickly. So have you ever hit a goal or set a financial goal and then didn't hit it and didn't quite know why? Like, where was the hole? What happened? What went wrong? And if you want to be able to effectively set goals that you can actually attain in your finances, so you can move forward in your finances. Because I know if you were taking the time to watch this video, you are somebody who wants to make a change. And I know that you can do that. And this guidebook is going to help you walk through those steps on how you can set those goals that you can actually achieve. So I would love to get this into your hands. And depending on where you're watching this video, the link is either going to be located in the description below or above, somewhere in the description. The link's going to be listed, or you can go directly to amycirca.com/guidebook. Get your hands on that Financial Action Guidebook to jumpstart your finances quickly, and we'll see you later. Bye.